In the top stories, ZIZ Radio celebrates 63rd anniversary, new water tariff rates take effect on Nevis, and Women in Plumbing kicks off 5-week training series. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's the annual frame event at Quartz Optical, so don't miss out. Get up to 80% off your favorite frames. Call 466-1640 to book your free eye examination or book online at quartzoptical.com. Get that free frame today and pay later. It's the annual frame event only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Barrage. ZIZ Radio celebrated its 63rd anniversary on Tuesday.
ZIZ intends to go into its 63rd anniversary refreshed, renewed, and meeting industry staff.
That was Javon Liebert, chairman of the board of directors of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, on the occasion of its 63rd anniversary.
I want ZIZ to continue being the #1 source, the #1 platform that people go to for information. ZIZ has a rich history of serving the people, a rich history of being trustworthy and delivering news that is competent and timely, right? And I think people should expect that from ZIZ. A bit enhanced as we celebrate the 63rd year, of course. I consider it to be the year of redemption as we engage in a process of revamping and reorganizing our structures to deliver to the people information, quality content, and just news that they deserve.
Liebert made mention of some of the upgrades to ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation since he assumed chairmanship of the board in November 2022.
ZIZ has begun increasing and enhancing its competency in both human resource product and its technical component. So we have significantly invested in policies and programs that would boost productivity and efficiency, and we are also significantly investing in the technical component, which speaks to the systems, the network overhaul, equipment, and all of that sort. We engage the staff at all levels, the workers right from the cameraman right up to the general manager. From those conversations, they informed our position moving forward. So we rolled out about 3 or 4 documents, one being the policy document that operates as the code of ethics, that more or less guides what's moral and what's ethically accepted here at ZIZ. We also rolled out a pay structure that has never existed at ZIZ. We rolled out a retirement policy that also has never existed at ZIZ. And what's most important with the internal composition of it is that we redid the organizational structure.
In 1960, Canny Osborne was identified as the Broadcasting and Public Relations Officer and sent to train in Canada and with the BBC in London. The responsibility of seeing the new station become a reality laid in his hands, and eventually so did its day-to-day activities. The Public Works Department undertook the planning and construction of the new building at Springfield. The Department of Electricity and Telephones and Cable and Wireless also assisted in significant ways to make the project a reality. On Sunday, March 5th, 1961, the project became a reality. Administrator Lieutenant Colonel H.A.C. Howard opened the proceedings. The Honorable F.T. Williams then handed the keys to the building to Chief Minister Southwell, who delivered the featured address in which he gave a brief history of the project and acknowledged the contribution of all those involved. As new water tariff rates take effect on Nevis, consumers are being urged to conserve as much as possible. Minister responsible for water services, Honorable Spencer Brand, previously announced the increases during the Nevis Island Administration budget debate in December 2023. According to the minister, the adjustment is intended to improve the water quality and the service the water department provides to consumers. He also noted the rapidly increasing costs associated with providing potable water to homes, businesses, farms, and to consumers. As of March 1st, domestic consumers using less than 2,000 gallons will pay $13 per 1,000 gallons. More than 2,000 gallons will attract a rate of $20 per 1,000 gallons. Hotels, industrial and commercial entities will pay a rate of $35 per 1,000 gallons for up to 20,000 gallons and $45 above that threshold. Consumers of non-potable water for irrigation will pay $28 per 1,000 gallons. There is no charge for seniors using less than 3,000 gallons. However, seniors using more than 3,000 gallons will incur a rate of $20 per 1,000 gallons. 2 new fines of $1,500 will be imposed on anyone found making any illegal connections or tampering with any connection to the water system. The NIA will also embark on a water drilling project to develop 3 new wells at an estimated cost of $5 million. A 5-week series of training for women in areas traditionally dominated by men commenced on Saturday, March 2nd, 2024, with the basics of plumbing. 34 of the registered 35 females participated in the hands-on session that covered fixing a leaky faucet, unclogging blocked drains, repairing a running toilet, joining pipes, and more. The 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. class was held at the Advanced Vocation Educational Center, AVEC. The training was organized by the Department of Gender Affairs to commemorate International Women's Day on March 8, 2024. Acting Director of Gender Affairs, Chanel Charles, explained that empowering women with the know-how in several technical fields so that they can address minor issues in the home or with a car was the objective of the Women in Plumbing session. The materials for the workshop were provided by S.L. Hosford and Company Limited, while the session was facilitated by official from the Public Works Department. Next week's session is dubbed Women in Auto Mechanics. Registration is fully booked. After the break, regional and international organizations laud the Ministry of Agriculture in St. Kitts, and St. Kitts and Nevis embarks on journey to combat climate change. Stay with us.
Your Hosford's Value Mart IGA special.
Rolling February 22nd to March 6th.
Now our Value Club Blue Tax specials. Lace chips $8.99. IGA and the Central Everyday Salad dressing $10.99. After popcorn $7.99. Essential Everyday Mayonnaise $16.99. Blue Ribbon Ice Cream $32.99. Pearl Mix, Pancake Mix $12.49. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. Ocean Spray Cranberry Drinks $11.99. Post Honey Bunches of Oat Cereals $12.99. Ensure $8.99. Rice-A-Roni Dishes $7.99. Ama Toothpaste $14.99. Dawn Dish Liquid Soap $12.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart, dale en Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Can I get a wow? It's the sound you'll make when you get out alone. From a place you once knew to a dream home come true. Wow, for a home like new. Wow, is the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home.
Upgrade, improve, enhance your home with National Bank's Wow Mortgage for the effect you get when you upgrade your home. Lowest interest rate guaranteed and the most favorable terms.
It's Wow Mortgage. Can I get a wow?
We've bbeen working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Agriculture in St. Kitts' visionary 25 by 25 agenda has garnered regional traction and has also received praise from international organizations, including the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, IICA, and Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO. Dr. Renata Clark, Sub-Regional Coordinator for the Caribbean Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, commended the Ministry of Agriculture for its energy and dedication towards agricultural sector development in St. Kitts and Nevis. The ministry's 25 by 25 agenda aims to reduce the import bill by 25% by 2025, fostering agricultural sustainability and enhancing food security in the region. This ambitious initiative has received acclaim from regional leaders such as Mr. Louis Peterson, the Commissioner-designee of Agriculture of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Premier Natalio D. Wheatley of the British Virgin Islands. Minister of Agriculture Honorable Samuel Duggins expressed appreciation for the recognition from both regional and international stakeholders and reiterated the ministry's commitment to achieving agricultural transformation. The Department of Public Sector Investment Planning within the Ministry of Sustainable Development hosted a consultation workshop on Monday at the Kuna Conference Center aimed at developing a national adaptation plan to address and lessen the impacts of climate change to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. This initiative saw the gathering of key policymakers and climate change and disaster management practitioners, along with private sector representatives embarking on a journey to devise strategic actions to mitigate the impacts of climate change on the Twin Island Federation. This vital consultation was facilitated by the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis through the Ministry of Sustainable Development in partnership with the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center and the Green Climate Fund. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Shesdur Tyson, said the involvement of Caribbean Community Climate Change Center is instrumental in leveraging regional knowledge and resources to support St. Kitts and Nevis in crossing the finish line in its quest to develop a robust national adaptation plan. After a two-day workshop training persons in the community to be HIV/AIDS testers, participants and master testers gave their review of the session. Andrea Williams, master trainer attached to the HIV/AIDS national program, recapped the session and gave an overview of what was done on the final day.
In our previous 2 days, we had our theory and we introduced the participants to some of the do's and don'ts of HIV rapid testing, what goes into producing quality results, some of the guidelines from the lab standards. And so today what we're doing is the practical hands-on experience where they actually get to test patient samples along with controls and to do their documentation. And we as the master trainers will be the ones to monitor exactly what they're doing, just to ensure that they're doing what they were taught and according to the instructions and procedures so that they can issue quality results.
She spoke of other aspects of testing that is done.
These are actual samples from patients, and we also give them their controls, and they are to determine now how they will perform those samples. We know that before any testing we have to do our controls and do our documentation, so that is very important for them, and how they document the samples and their results. And so what we are actually doing is monitoring what they are doing.
Jacinth Williams Fraser, a nurse participant, shared her reviews.
I'm very happy that I was afforded the opportunity to get this training. The HIV training done is something that I've always wanted to do, and it's very impacting for me because we see how us as nurses can be more involved in the lives of the persons in the community areas and around St. Kitts, and how we can help with the ease of HIV and AIDS, to educate, to keep confidentiality, to build relationship with those who are affected, and for those who want to come and get tested, to help it a little more easier for them.
Health educator and counselor Lucine Pemberton Vaughan stressed the subject of confidentiality.
We, the Ministry of Health, we are aware that confidentiality is key, especially when dealing with matters pertaining to HIV. And we would have done our own interviews with the participants prior to. So they have understood that it is imperative that they keep people's business and HIV status confidential. We have also highlighted that in the training in great depth, and they would have that form to sign off on, and they are taking an oath of confidentiality. For we know that when confidentiality is breached, then that makes it much harder for persons to come forward and be tested.
The sessions were held at the National Emergency Management Agency's conference room last Wednesday and Thursday. Coming up in regional news, Haiti gangs demand Prime Minister resignation after latest airport